Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of Appendages. And this month we got, what is this, like our third Appendages?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
We did one, and then you did one, and
Then we're doing another one together.
yeah.
We get an email from ScreamBox usually every month. I think there's been a month we missed or something was going on, possibly with the wildfires or who knows why, but got an email today and they're talking about what's coming in February to ScreamBox. So, right now. So if you have
Yep.
ScreamBox, you can head over to ScreamBox and check these films out. If you don't have ScreamBox, I think if you go to their website, they offer maybe a 1 week or a 1 month free, and
Yeah,
then
something like that, yeah.
yeah, and then you can
Unless you've been a subscriber before.
yeah. So for new subscribers, they give you it was either a week or a month. I can't remember. I should have probably looked into that, but I have ScreamBox, so I don't need to look into it. No, or you have ScreamBox. We
Yeah, I
both
have
have
ScreamBox,
ScreamBox.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So this month on ScreamBox, they have two exclusives and then four other films that are coming to ScreamBox.
Right.
Rod's going to give us a little synopsis on the ones they're highlighting this month. They usually send in the email ones that they highlight and offer screeners for. So this month, there's three that they're highlighting, two they offered screeners for. I don't know. I might reach back out to them and be like, hey, I want to take a look at that one.
Yeah.
So what you got?
So, one from 2024, it's dropping on February 11th, is Delicate Arch. It's four college kids with fracturing relationships take a camping trip in order to escape an ecological disaster. Alone in the desert, they begin to suspect that their reality might not be as it seems, and they soon realize that is watching them.
Oh, being watching them? Is it a
Being
bean?
watching them, yeah.
Is it a bean? I don't know.
Might be
Maybe.
somebody
Yeah,
from
yeah,
space.
yeah. That one, not so much. I mean, I'm sure it's not bad, but that's one of the exclusives. Another exclusive is hashtag manhole.
Yeah, I've heard of this one once before, but I don't remember what from. But it's a Japanese film from 2023. That one's dropping on February 25th, so a little bit later. And just a short synopsis on that one is a man falls in a manhole, and it's like a day or two before his wedding too, and he's just having trouble trying to get out of it. So I don't know, maybe Japanese manholes are different than American manholes.
They might be. So that's the other exclusive, and
Yeah.
then they have one of Rod's favorite series, the third installment in that.
I have not seen this yet, but
No.
Terrifier 3 from last year is coming out. It's being dropped on Valentine's Day of all days, a Christmas horror movie on Valentine's Day. Okay, whatever, people.
I need coffee for this.
And just Art the Clown is set to unleash chaos on the unsuspecting residents of Miles County as they peacefully sleep on Christmas Eve.
Just like Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Mm.
Somebody's trying to cash in, but this one's a little unusual because about a month later, on March 14th, they're going to release a documentary on Terrifier 3 called Art Attack: The Dissection of Terrifier 3.
Well, that might be better than the movie.
Could be.
Maybe. And then they had three other films coming to Screenbox in February, and I don't have dates on these. Insane, no idea what that's about. Serial killer culture, which is probably about serial killer culture, in the 70s and 80s, and maybe the boom that's happening now with all the podcasts that are true crime. And probably the thing outside of Manhole, but I think this one has my interest way more than anything else on this list. Albert Fish and Sin He Found Salvation. I would imagine a documentary with, I mean, Albert Fish is dead, so he can't be in it, and they can't,
Right.
interview any of the people that survived his attacks because they're all dead. But he was a serial killer in Chicago, I believe, during the World's Fair.
I think so. I don't know a whole lot of it. I just know that name, and I put it together with the social or a serial killer.
Yeah. And he was very into self mutilation and self harm also. So there's an X-ray or a picture of him where he's like shoved all these needles into his body, and you can just see him throughout his abdomen and groin area in the X-ray.
Ugh.
So I'm like, oh, Albert, you need therapy, and probably everybody in your life needs it too. So, but yeah, I mean, it's a decent lineup. A lot of streaming services are scaling back on horror. I feel like right now.
Yeah, when we get the monthly list, they seem to be getting a little bit smaller from every streaming service, but I don't know if it's because they usually amp it up closer to October.
And is
Yeah,
it? I mean, is it a streaming costs money to buy the films to have the license?
all right.
Horror's popular right now. Maybe the license costs are more. I don't
Could
know
be.
how that works. I mean, especially with with Terrifier 3, I would imagine ScreamBox has supported them a lot, so they get probably a decent deal on that. But
Yeah, I think they premiered Terrifier 2
mhm,
like before it was released as everywhere else.
yeah, so I don't know. Could be a myriad of things. I know Netflix is set to cost more in the next couple months. They're raising their prices again, and I almost wonder if places are going to start pricing themselves out. Is it going to start getting to where, like, I have this, I have this, I have this. I'm paying more for this than I was for cable. I need to get rid of these streaming services.
It's starting
You
to feel
know,
that way.
yeah. I mean, if you really want to love something and watch it, go buy it on physical media.
Right.
Because when you have streaming or even digital, you don't own that.
Nope.
You think you do, but it could be gone tomorrow.
Yeah, especially with these streaming services.
Hmm.
Usually they only have it for that month, but
Yeah.
hmm,
So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what the next couple months bring, and maybe it'll amp back up with releases and stuff. But check out Screambox. Check out all the episodes of Appendages. Like I said, we had 2 video ones this month, and our audio one that's on the podcast. So plenty of content over at the I Like It Spooky Horror podcast, including Appendages, The Wrong Podcast Died,
yeah,
Indie
these
Spotlight. Oh, hell, I don't even know what else. I'm sure there's something else. Oh, Let's Get Physical, which is another YouTube.
yeah,
What do you call them? Vlog? I don't
I
know.
guess. I don't know. We're
Yeah.
old. I don't know what the names are anymore.
Subcast on a YouTube channel. It's a subcast of a podcast that's on a YouTube channel. Does that make sense? About physical media. So we'll see you next month and take care. Well, hopefully we'll see you before then. But
Yeah.
yeah, well, you'll see us unless Rod gets his binoculars out, and then he might see you. Yeah.
Ooh.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.
Wanna go to the movies.
I like it spooky.